Now, mostly what Taoism has taught me, I'm not going to say taught me because that would be too pretentious, but has told me to try to do more than anything is to, be a master of myself in today's society. In other words, when I was also 13, 14, I was, reading all these amazing books and I was thinking, God, I got to go back to the Himalayas, go and meditate in the caves. And that would be so much easier. Then a little voice came to the back of my head and said, yeah, but you've done that before so many times before. You've mastered that. Now you need to master being a master in the middle of society, in the middle of the hustle and bustle. So this is what Taoism teaches you, is that perfect alignment, that peaceful alignment to the ineffable Tao, the way of life that you need to strive. And then, to be kind on yourself, be like water. Be gentle. You'll find ways around obstacles, and it's not done through brute force, forceful thinking, harsh manifestations. That does not seem to work, at least not for me. And there was an interesting study, by the way, in China about Chinese leadership that showed people who embraced the Wu Wei principles and concepts had much better results in life and much better results in business. So imagine bringing this to the West. Oh, I could go on forever about that, but that would be something for our other podcast that talks about mobility instead. So what we walk away from with Taoism is that the emptiness is really the important thing. Between the walls, the ceilings, and the floor is where we live in. Well, that's all emptiness. The cup inside of it where we drink, the glass, that's the most important thing. The wheel is only as important as the hub that makes it work, right? And another great Hermetic philosophy here that says the swing to the left is accompanied to the swing to the right. But if you really know how to get to the fulcrum of it, you can still witness it, but not be swung back and forth, right? So it's always those things that we don't always think about: the middle road, the middle ground, the middle path, the pathless path. That's where everything happens. And it's important to keep that in mind. And by the way, this is something I've seen over and over and over with a lot of wise people from Africa that I met through my mother working at UNESCO, is a lot of them were so wise, so deep, and they had that inner stillness. They were in the middle all the time. It was fascinating. So practicing Taoism today, I'm just through a bunch of things, but the first thing you want to do is notice where you're forcing something, where you feel pushback, where you feel resistance, right? That's the first thing you want to do. Find the empty space. And that can mean anywhere from something physical to something in between words, in between sentences, in between being with someone. Practice patience. Boy, that one took me a long time to develop. And then move like water. Just move like water. Water finds its way. So will you. Don't cry and demand too many things. Things happen eventually. Question your categories.